Okay, so this is a second vlog, second day of recording the progress from the program Imperium Academy, and I've watched the third module, which is six-figure fusion or something like this. And the main things that I've learned from this is basically first the concept of second order consequences. So every action that you do, that you are doing, have certain consequences, and basically everything. So like this is the first principle. So everything that you do have consequences, and you should take responsibility for that. But also consequences have consequences, and these consequences have consequences of consequences, and so on. This leads like to infinity. You can like have consequences for the consequences, and so on. So I can give you an example. 2 years ago, I decided to learn English because my English was shit. Like it was completely shit for my entire life, high school, primary school, and so on. And I was just fed up with this, I was pissed off at myself. And I decided to learn English, and it wasn't comfortable at all for me, at all. Like I didn't want to do this, and I had a lot of insecure thoughts. But I decided to do this anyway, and it took a lot of pain in the beginning because I needed to like get out of my comfort zone and like go speak to this guy on Italki. It was on Italki, like a website. And but after a certain time, like a certain amount of time, like 2 months, 3 months, it actually got quite easy to speak English. I am not perfect even now. Of course, English speakers or like USA speakers, just natives, they speak much better than me, but I am not afraid to speak in this language. And because I decided to speak English 2 years ago, like to learn to speak, then I started to record. Like, of course, this is like the chain of events. I didn't decide it to record in English on YouTube because I've learned English 2 years ago, but I wouldn't decide to record in English, and probably I wouldn't even learn from this program because it's in English, right? If I would not decide 2 years ago that I will learn English. So it's like the consequence of a consequence that I've learned English. And it has like five different consequences that I am not mentioning now. Like this decision that I decided to learn English. And you can like imagine that in the future this decision has led me to the positive outcome in my life, because now I can like clearly say my thoughts in a different language than my own. And without this skill I would be very damn bad, right now. So this is the first thing that I've learned. This is very important. And the second thing I would show you, because I have like a wallpaper now, but I don't want to like take the phone off from the yeah, like I don't want to, but I've learned that something very important, because when you learn from like internet sources, or you read a book, or you just learn, when you learn something, let's say from a course, when you are listening to it, you have like a very good knowledge about this in the moment. So you've learned something and you remember it. But the memory of humans is like bad, very bad. It's like short term. So what I will learn today, I will basically forget like 70% tomorrow, and the other day I will forget like probably like 90% of what I've learned today. So the memory is very short term. So this is very dangerous, because when I've learned some good things right now that will make me successful in like any area of life you can imagine, then it usually works like this. You like work, and then you suddenly, out of nowhere, blew on like YouTube, or like business, or like anything really. It's just at the start it takes a lot of time to see results for anything. So like if you understand what I just said, then when you have a memory that remembers everything very shortly, but you see the results after a lot of time, then when you see the results, so you are here on this like graph, then you don't remember that much from the point when you started. So when you are up here, then you probably don't remember that much, and you will just do this, probably. It's not 100%, but the important thing is to like recap, rewatch after, because I actually had this problem, because I was reading a lot of books, and I am still reading a lot of books, but I always had this problem that I was reading these books about like self-improvement, economy, life, history, psychology, all of these, but there was so much information in these books that I just kind of forget about them, you know, the information. I just went to another book and another and another, I just ignored it, you know. And now I know from this course that you should like find the critical information. It's so called critical information, so the information that you think is the best quality, like that you can find, like good information, and then stick to it. Rewatch it, like reread it 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 10 times. Like you don't need to constantly seek for new information. You just need to find the right information, and then just need to constantly rewatch it, relearn it, that you will actually know it. It will be like, it will be you, your mindset, your thoughts. So this is very important, because for me, like before, it was like the biggest constraint, I would say, because I self-improved, like I improved a lot, but I just forget what I've learned, and then I got back to normal, you know, to the baseline. And yeah, so this is another lesson. And what I can say, yeah, I think the last thing that I've learned is that when you have like these or like second order consequences, you can have like good ones. So when you go to the gym, like you build muscle, and then when you start to like work on, go to the gym consistently, you can build muscle, you can make friends there, you can have like more status, and then you can make a business out of, you know, it's like your life goes up when you go to the gym, because it's a positive thing, it grows you. But then when you doing a bad habit, so for example you smoke, or you drink, or you take drugs, or you watch porn, all of these, you go like this. It's like at the beginning both of these is like very similar, but the positive you go like this, and the negative you go like this. So to the certain point there's not really much difference. And this is like very important lesson for me. And this module that was like third module, it was very like important for the mindset, and like I really enjoyed watching it. So yeah, this is what I've learned from this module, and I will record the progress from the next one. Yeah, that's all.